There are 5 reasons why you will lose your property in the city of Abuja. If I may ask, have you ever had an experience where someone buys a property with their hard-earned money, right? And maybe months or years later, they come to realize that that particular property they have invested their hard-earned money into, they stand a chance of losing it. Simply because they did not take precautions of the 5 points I'm going to state in this video. In fact, losing your property after making purchase is one sad tragedy that nobody ever wants to experience. In fact, you will not even wish that to your enemy, right? So in this video, I'm going to highlight 5 top reasons why you might lose your property in the city of Abuja. Watch this video to the very end, especially if you are looking at owning a property in this city, or if you have invested already in the city of Abuja and you want to stay on the safer side. Please do well to watch this video to the very end, because this video is going to equip you with the necessary information that you need in order to play safe in the Abuja real estate market. But before we proceed with today's conversation, if you are just coming across this channel for the very first time, my name is Alex Iwambi. I'm a real estate investor and consultant here in the city of Abuja. What we do here on this channel is to educate you about everything concerning real estate, and we also provide you property listings in and around the city of Abuja, just so you can invest into for huge returns on your investment. So in order to be part of this community where we're building sustainable wealth through real estate investments, all you need to do is to subscribe to this channel and equally turn on the notification bell, so that each time we drop a video like this, you'll be one among the first to gain access to the valuable information that we share on this YouTube channel. So having said all of that, let's proceed with our today's conversation. So today we are going to look at 5 reasons why you will lose your property in the city of Abuja. This is especially to people that are looking at investing in Abuja, or people that have already invested in this city already. And also for Nigerians in the diaspora that are looking at investing in this particular city. Of course, you want to have an understanding of the do's and the don'ts and how to play safe in the real estate space, because the Nigerian real estate market, now more precisely the Abuja real estate market, is one playground where you want to be very careful while investing in this city. So the first reason why you will lose your property in the city of Abuja is when you invest in lands, properties with fake titles. A lot of people have fallen victim to this point. A lot of people have invested in Nigeria real estate and have later discovered that the properties they've invested their hard-earned money into were not genuine properties, or rather, the titles that were given to them were forged titles. This is one situation where nobody wants to find themselves into. So as a real estate investor in the city of Abuja, you want to make sure that any property you are investing into has verifiable titles. And when you come to the city of Abuja, I always say that the Abuja real estate market is different from every other state in Nigeria. So work with me as I guide you through this process of ensuring that you don't invest in properties that have fake titles. You know, when you come to the city of Abuja, there is a body that is responsible for giving allocation, a body that is responsible for giving you title documents on your properties. And that body, we call it the FCDA. So if you've been hearing about properties with FCDA titles in the city of Abuja, that's the Federal Capital Development Authority. So it is the body that is responsible for giving you the RFO, the CFO on properties within the terrain of Abuja. So you want to invest in a property that is verifiable from this particular office. Now, the reason why people tend to fall victim to scammers and also losing their properties is they fail to carry out the necessary verification from this particular office, right? So at the end of the day, they discover that the properties they have invested into, they are going to lose it. And it's such a sad reality that you invest your money in a property, some people invest hundreds of millions, some billions of naira, and then later on, they discover that they are going to lose those properties. A lot of people have been depressed as a result of this. So, as someone who wants to own a property in the city of Abuja, I advise that you pay attention to whatever property you are investing into. Make sure that that particular property is verifiable from the office of the FCDA. Now, the second point why you might lose your property in the city of Abuja is when you ignore zoning regulations. Now, let me explain. When you come to this city, you know that there are certain areas that are designated for people to build residential houses, and there are certain areas that are designated for commercial purpose. Certain areas are also designated for green areas and parks, right? And that was all captured in the Abuja master plan. Remember, Abuja is that one city that was planned before development sets in. So if you invest in the city of Abuja without taking precaution of the zoning regulation in this city, you stand a chance of losing your property even without compensation. So before you invest in a property, you want to verify that this particular location you are investing into, maybe you intend to invest in a residential area. You want to verify from the necessary authority that the location you are investing into is meant for residential purpose. So you confirm the purpose of that location from the urban and regional planning, right? So they are the people that are responsible for planning of this town. In fact, they worked hand in hand with the international firm that drafted the Abuja master plan, right? So you want to work to verify whether this particular location you are investing into is meant for commercial or is meant for a residential purpose. A lot of people have had their properties demolished in this city of Abuja simply because they encroached on green areas, or they bought green areas and then they started developing on those green areas. As an investor in the Abuja real estate market, one thing you want to avoid yourself from is going to buy a green area and then starting development on that place. Many years to come, that place is going to be demolished. They are definitely going to take over that place from you. So you want to avoid anything green area. If your purpose is for residential, make sure that you seek approval or you confirm from the urban and regional planning to know whether that particular location is meant for residential purpose. That's our point number 2. And then our point number 3, the third reason why you will lose your property in the city of Abuja is building approval. Now, this might sound simple, but then some persons have had their buildings demolished simply because they did not acquire the building approval from the Department of the Developmental Control. Remember, the FCDA has several departments under its umbrella. So the Department of the Developmental Control in the city of Abuja is that department that is responsible for giving you building approval. And also, there is something that happens in the real estate here in the city of Abuja. Now, some persons will get a building approval from the Department of the Development Control, and then when they go on site, they will start making alterations in that particular building approval. One thing for a fact is that they are definitely coming to supervise what you are building, right? And the moment they see that, maybe they give you approval for a duplex, a particular duplex, and you went ahead and you were building a bungalow instead of a duplex, they are going to supervise, right? And once they come and they see that what you are building on that property is not what was approved, you're definitely going to lose that. So you want to avoid all of these problems. A lot of people have faced this challenge. The fourth reason why you will lose your property in this city of Abuja is the issue of ground rent. This is where a lot of people also fall victim. You buy a property in this city and then you go relax many years later without paying the ground rent. Remember, the ground rent is like a tax you are paying to the government for owning a property within Nigeria. I remember, according to the 1976 Land Use Act, that all lands belong to the government. So we are more like tenants to the government, right? So in as much as the government has given you the R of O, C of O on your property, you still meant to pay ground rent, remit ground rent annually to the government. Failure to do this, your documents stand a chance of being revoked. Revocation has happened here in the city of Abuja. The government had to revoke people's properties and then reassign it to others simply because they failed to pay their ground rent. So as you are watching this video, go back. If you have a property in the city of Abuja already, go back and make sure that your ground rent is up to date. It's a fee that is being paid annually. Make sure you pay your ground rent. This is very, very important. Now, the fifth reason why you might lose your property is government interest. Government interest. Now, let me explain. There are certain situations where the government will give you documents on your land. They will give you an R of O or a C of O on your land. And then later on, the government would want to use that particular property. Maybe they will want to construct a road through that particular property. What they will do is they will come to you, give you a notification that yes, this land, we want to use it for public interest. So the government, in this situation, the government is going to compensate you, right? If that property belongs to you, the government is going to give you full compensation on that property. So government interest is one thing that will make you to lose your property in the city of Abuja. Although in this situation, the government will give you full compensation provided you are the owner of that property. So these are the reasons why you might lose your property in the city of Abuja. So in this video, we have looked at investing in fake titles, how this will cause you to lose your property, ignoring zoning regulations, and then altering of building approval, or probably not collecting your building approval, not seeking your building approval from the Department of the Development Control. This will make you to lose your property, and also not paying of ground rent, and finally the government interest. I believe these points have given you value, and from this day I know that you'll be able to stay on a safe side. Having the idea of all of these points at the back of your mind, you invest with the knowledge that yes, if you follow through all of this, you'll be able to play safe in the real estate space here in the city of Abuja. So if you found this video helpful, make sure you like it and also share with as many people as possible. Remember, we are here to educate you about everything concerning real estate, especially here in the city of Abuja. And also, if you have questions regarding how you can safely invest in the city of Abuja to avoid losing your hard-earned money, do well to reach out on the number displayed on your screen. I'm here to give you free consultation on how you can kickstart your journey towards safe property investment here in the city of Abuja. I remain your real estate broker, Alex Iwambi, and until I come your way again, stay blessed.